Approaching UTSA downtown campus.
I'm on my way to my little shrine church. So they're giving away food. This stuff is much more peaceful than the one at Central Plaza. You can give me money or send me it's a aesthetic, it's like it's something straight to my heart. Arlene Lorenzo art shop INTAYIASAY entire shop. My GoFundMe campaign is gofundme.com/f/Arlene-Lorenzo. What else? I'm seeking the death penalty for everyone that stays in my homes without my permission. I'm seeking the death penalty for everyone that steals my vehicles. I'm seeking the death penalty for everyone that gets away with me receiving money. I'm seeking the death penalty for everyone that gets my money. I'm seeking the death penalty for everyone that gets in the way of taking living with me. I'm talking about the I listen. I don't
Approaching Guadalupe.
I went to Lexus RCF today. He's gifting me money. What else? What is this? This little complex has a phone.
Oh yeah, I want to see that.
Approaching Guadalupe and Brazos.
Anyways, it's 15 minutes. I have electricity that I'm going to take from my apartment. I'm going to I guess I didn't move into her parents' home to be raised by Andrew or Oliver or Alex or Anthony Capizano Este. That's so disrespectful to my dad. Now that they killed my mother. You can decapitate my husband's sons. That raped me, that's still my money. Look at the virus. They're disgusting. They were having Gloria Lisa. My relationship with them didn't work out. Well, they steal my money to date them. Well, they stole my homes. They steal my vehicles. They steal my homes. They get in the way of me receiving money. They're stupid. They're stupid. That's common knowledge for a lot of people. It's like, bro, you can't say her mother gets in the way. What he means is that he killed her because she didn't pursue him on a date. He terrorized her. He's a bigot that hates polyamorous, confident people. What else? What else? What else? What else? They're disgusting. They're disgusting. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So if anything, when they complain and they say, "Oh, her mother got in the way," it's like, dude, you didn't do enough. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. When I'm financially stable, I plan to travel the planet and meet people. Ideally, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. What else? What else? What else? I want to clean my apartment. I'm so nice. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, those comeback acquisitions. Asquerosidad, the illegal prostitute thought that they would steal my home, my money, my vehicles, and get in the way of me receiving money. And I would be like, I wonder why I'm poor. Instead of finding them specifically with screenshots to prove it. That if I said on Facebook.com/Sky, sometimes I highlight that on some of my videos. What else? What else? What else? They're disgusting. They're disgusting. They don't understand work. They don't understand that slavery doesn't exist. They're stupid. They're stupid. They're dumb as fuck. Yeah. What else? What else? What shopping down yesterday. Just 15 money. There's one at the corner. What else? What else? What else? Is that what you're doing? What else? I'm bored. I heard yesterday that there's coffee today. That's true. Wow. Yeah. Does he not walk away? They don't come forever, they tell me to move up. Excuse me, excuse me. You don't understand. It's right to go in. Excuse me. No way. No.
I think they have to do a little bit about it.
Flourish. I say excuse me to the interesting. And I'm not sure about you. There are others. Talking about the picture. So now we play Arlene was here. they asking people for things or not? No, yesterday when we were picked up the sandwich, I think the lady that gave it to me was signing. Oh, wait, my. I'm guessing. Electric chair, with a regular chair. I got a scooter. What else did I tell my dad? Like it's not really just so expensive. Thank you. Are there what else is this? I have Whoa. It's a little bit sushi. Whatever. Oh, did I meet him? Why don't they say wow? You might have tried one or that. And you said I will do a little so we punish him with a little celibacy. Or he chose that for himself. That they were such an active participant of my life. Like they came to me, they would be commenting. Those of them, now they're commenting. Like me, they do that. They're like, no, I'm just like listening silence like she does about my life. And doesn't find out everything about mine. What's the point of me being here? People don't look me up on Facebook. Or Instagram. Or he was already one of those people that commented on my work years ago and said lovely embroidery. Eso me había de Arlene Lorenzo are super or they're like I don't take credit for this. I didn't put that happen. Is the zucchini cooked for the most part. Do they make it cry when I cook and I post on Facebook or YouTube that I'm cooking for myself? I could have been married. But only gone in the world. Anyone that I'm respectful to, they They attend orgies today. What feelings people have for each other. That's not even an orgy, people say. That's a hateful crime waiting to happen. Do they think on this side? Do they hate it? Are there people that are really asexual and never want to have sex ever? And they're like, wow, to be popular, I need to have sex. Forget with how dumb and stupid they are. That wouldn't be surprising. What else? I don't know.
So we get out of
There's a reason for this rice to be moved around. It's a Portuguese rice. There's a method to it. They compete for the best rice size in Amagudao. Do the Portuguese know Amagudao? People wonder. What else? Am I leading the FBI in a few years? Just for fun. What do they do? It still look pretty. What else? What qualifications do I need? If they're right. Or that went away too. The USA job doesn't require for some careers. I want to have a degree. What else? I suffer from amnesia, but I'm like was well rounded. I'm like settled in with nature. I'm like, okay, the FBI exists. Shouldn't they be doing their job? Oh, that. Like I'm considering. No, but like really looking through their careers. Not like I'm gonna do. These people don't do their job. Like I'm considering getting a job with the FBI. He said nothing about it. Like whatever you want to. That wouldn't happen. 50% of that. For the people who still from me, but I don't even have that. If someone became my caregiver, so if you're stupid, the things that you're married to him and you steal from me, you stay in my home without my permission, you stalk me, you get in the way of me receiving money, and you want to scream at me that why I was there with me so many days. Go kill yourself today. I don't know, straight from this, they do that, they backtrack shit. They try to make one feel like one hasn't ever been a homeowner. Gauging how much one remembers of the abuse towards you. What else? I'm bored. So it is spicy. It's a good dish. It's different from what I had in the past few days. There were some little kids that sleep on their rubber phone. They want credit for my toddler exploration. Did you raise me? Oh, did they drug me? He was there like a little kid. Let me guess. Him, Jorge Angeles, 9 years younger than me, Richie. And me. What else? For Karen, they all like around the same age. Ish. I'm going. Well, now they listen to them and they make it happen with legal prostitute. Que también me escucho para eso. Richie. Yo soy Neymar con Matthew, bueno. Enterprise. Ustedes cuatro yo. And they receive reports. I heard from people. And then amongst them, they're like, not only I want to guys Arlene, I didn't want to drop them. Though they're very sexy, all four of them. But I wanted it to be one, so they have competition between themselves. Over who can get it done. What else? I'm bored. Usually I eat skipping a lot of the sauces. What? I think I'm gonna tell myself like, oh my god, I was so in love with him Friday. Yeah, he's off here. It's just a person that I saw at an orgy. They gauge respect and they're like, we must keep her away from him and then find a way for her to see him again and cry like, oh. Tapped out. Or I was raped and he was raped, but they drugged me. What else? What else? What else? The baby doesn't opens to do. Awesome. No, they want to show me pictures. They're like, este convito esos cuatro. They rape me and they drug me and then they're like, este convito esos cuatro. Mírame a mí a los 13 años, 14, los 15, 16, 17, ayer, 25 años atrás. For what purpose? They're disgusting. I want those legal prostitutes to kill themselves. It's what, May 29, 2025. What else? What else? The asshole floor. Ew. Ew, ew, ew. They create events. No orgies to gauge feelings from people and then rape. And profit from them. They're stupid. They don't understand an orgy. So they possibly get children. So people exchange trust. And they're like, so if I host this and extort people out of money, they're stupid. They're stupid. Ew, ew. They always do the wrong thing. They're disgusting. When does this place close? In an hour. Shall I stay here? What else? What else? What else? What else? Anyways, what is it that you need to tell me? Did she rape me? Did Andrew drug me? Did Andrew drug me and she raped me? Ew. You can decapitate you and the ladies and the Lorenzo side. Esa tipa una puerca feroza. They don't understand authority. They don't understand respect. They don't understand power. They're terrorists. It's obvious that if I drop that very hardly on the floor, it could break. And she's like, I found a flaw. Do you have money for Arlene? I can start. Down at school, they state the obvious. And they want to be prized for it and critically acclaimed. They think that because they cogen por el they're like the only people que cogen por el culo. What else? When I'm financially stable, I'm going to make it for you. If there's so much a part of my life, where are they from? Oh, those videos, porque no me lo recuerdan, me lo publican por Facebook. They can blur my animals. And be like, no, te recuerdas de Five. Mira tu videito. Tú con el fraile, con Richie, con Jorge, y con ese Matthew, oh my God, I don't remember his name. But they show it behind the scenes, profiting from it and selling one or selling themselves, or like, I know her, and I'm so in the know that I have this video of her. They're stupid. Those people that are here, they're stupid. They're so laughable. I won't make time to talk to them ever. What else? I'm bored. Anyways, I'm gonna buy Alexis for myself. Let's get them in money. What does it Friday try? I gift him a vehicle every year for my trip. He says he turned 16 and before that, so he could admire it. What else? And they want to laugh at me and be like, and you don't have a vehicle because it's still from here. What else? Whatever life I live is great for myself. Okay, I live life for myself, not in comparison to others. Not trying to do better than the Jones. My parents are the Jones for a lot of people just because their behavior at home, they don't do chisme ever. They spell arte all the time. People would show up and be like, and they're very generous. People would be like, can I have a few hojitas of the plant for a tea? And my dad would like literally grab the entire plant while they were talking to my mom, put it in a pot and say, here, siembrala. And they're like, oh my God, I didn't need that. So he's like, whatever, I'll just place it back, it's fine. Or they're like, yes, I'll take it with me because I love drinking this tea so much. Even when I'm not on my period. Oh my God, thank you so much. Or I'm not going to take it, but I know someone that wants this. Our plans and might as well get to the planet right there of the excitement that some people had, or the same reaction like if that was so necessary. And he's like, whatever, that wasn't a big deal because that's his workout anyways. He brags he doesn't attend the gym to keep a flat belly, but then his workout produces money. And his tan. Porque he farms as a workout, like a literally religiously back then. I don't know now. Every day for the most part, even on a Sunday, an hour or two tending to something. Beans, gandules, ñame, a flour, plátanos, guineo, verde para cocinarlo, pero maduro Sundays, Wednesdays. Ugh, zucchini on my nanos that I hate, but I'm like, whatever, if you're the one for real, take it. What else? Coconuts, fresh eggs, ugh, that orange yolk. That were what else? What else? Cilantrillo, orégano, recao, what else? Lechuga a veces, tomatoes, all kinds. My mom has a bad hand for tomatoes, so it's like finally I grew some every time. There was something that I'm like, this time it's like cherry tomato. Last time it was green. Then it was like the large ones. And berenjena, yuca too. What else? What else? What else? What else? Mommy. What is the other one? That's green and then orange inside. Yeah, seeds on it. Papaya. I've seen so many on the tree. What else? What else? What else? And then making a milkshake. I'm like, worst. I don't know what I had against papaya with milk. I've seen just so many of them grow. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Anise. What else? So my parents, to a lot of people there are the Jones. What else? So that's why I became a victim of that. And that's why they killed Gloria Nilsson. Like, I must be yeah. They were obsessed with our sorrows. Yeah. I don't know why they're obsessed with me. I never think about them. I never bring them up. I don't even know a lot of them by name. Yeah. Let's see here. I don't know. Charging. And then you have a number I will die of starvation. I had some good coffee though. So there's videos of it where I was drunk and I was right. Hopefully it was him, Richie, or Less, and menos que estamos something years. What else? I don't do kids, so they think that they need to drug me so that I keep people current with like sex with people from different ages, but because they steal from me, they get in the way of me receiving money, so I don't enjoy it. They They drug me and they steal from me. They cause so much panic onto me. Couldn't even take myself to the library. With fear that I would be stopped by Anthony Cabezano. So they're like, we need to keep up with her desires ish, even if she's drunk. So they don't give bad rep. Pero the boys active participant. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, is Alex there too? What else? And I talk to everyone that stays in my home without my permission, everyone that steals my vehicle, everyone that steals my money, everyone that gets in the way of me receiving money, everyone that's drugged me and raped me. We're constantly together. Going into 2020, I remember people will know that this panic attack that I have and not having money for self-care or anything to sustain myself, they didn't feel lonely. Means to them that I'm a victim of rape. While you're watching the video, possibly that's why I don't see conversation because I don't want to find a stranger saying, look what I found, well, look what they sent me. And I didn't want to know, what do I even know yet? Los propagandistas que son. So I need to discover all this all over again for myself and laugh at them while you all laugh in your homes. How they talk about me every day and you possibly witness that. And I'm like, who? Huh? What? Even having them on Facebook, I want them to everything. So even having sodas on, so not doing for the most part, but he has children that I am attracted to, I think, in that marriage, possibly, or that relationship. And he may have kids with other people. What else? Hopefully, they have like a half brother or that is respectful and a casual music, right? What else? What else? What else? The people that I grew up around, they keep up, they stalk them. With the Kardashians too, they're like, who's Rob's cousin? That doesn't even live in the United States, so I'm gonna sit through it. So they have a roster possibly of at least having like Rams, Andrews, and Alex's cousins, uncles, aunts. As in, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me just because you're his cousin. Or his aunt. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. Just because we were friends on Facebook doesn't mean that we were friends. What? So the people hear gas and they're like, oh, there she is. The rapist. Forget they may not know the full story. That I was drunk. The people that are around are awkward. Doesn't have to be. Anyways, where's my Maserati? Where's my Bugatti? Do I have a hairstyle and Selena? They're so pretty. What's that brand of homes? I love that one. I would so have something like that in Berlin. Something that looks like the one in Museum Margot. Or if I can mix in those styles, like the Stuttgart building. The Stuttgart, the builder in San Antonio. Have you seen their office building? It's a mix of modern and old. That's incredible branding. One sees and one says, what is that? Turns out that they build the courthouse ever? They renovate other properties too. They build schools, churches. Yes, girl. What else? My dad was amazing. He's amazing. Taught me how to lay cinder blocks. Varillo. What else? What else? I only have 6 people that I'm going. I came up with that on my own because they're the mainer too. Never talk cheese like ever. And it's these things that I'm algo. It's so embarrassing how they laugh. It's like, mira, se me aguan los ojos. When they find out about chisme, yo creo que se le aguan los ojos too. Uy, oh. Like that. Like they go on talking about like, me enterito, blah, 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 blah. And you're like, wow. Porque basically it's just like, it's not chisme, usually it's someone doing their own thing. Or something truly good that happened to someone and people are like, they don't want anyone knowing. But so and so se fueron para la playa y se casaron. Don't say anything. They're still gonna lead separate lives. And occasionally they're gonna be traveling together. We're just telling you, so like you keep an eye. Okay, they met at one of those orgies, and people have been trying to keep them apart because if they see people that are happy, they're like, we must keep them apart. So they went in Vegas. As fun, also as protection. They're gonna be seeking the death penalty for those people that get in the way of them seeing each other. Now that they have a marriage license together, so they won't be living together. They're mostly just gonna be traveling because that's the lifestyle that they chose and because they need to find a relationship. They already have significant others here at Puerto Rico. They were possibly significant others of my parents too in orgies. So they're really be like, oh my god, like we're so happy for this. So literally, it's like, oh, they're like so good and they're together. That's so exciting. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Final. They don't.
Oh my God.
Anyways, I almost tripped and I just did not run into I'm so I'm gonna be out of jail. These are fun. How is that situation? I know no one in jail. They have limited internet activity. I've heard. Wow, what else? my dad maybe like whatever, don't give her money yet, hasta que se acuerde de todo lo que le han hecho. Ay, maldita sea. Porque if I had money, I would go right now to the beach, a la cantera, shopping, looking up a recipe to surprise David and Kehlani later. And be like, I made this. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So they had babies, including a fraile possibly, with genitalitis, with the impression that I'm so retarded that I needed someone to practice with. So if I don't get it wrong, then I could get it right with my own kids. I don't need practice because mother, like one mother's one owns kids. And some people say, I don't know how to cook, I just watch people cook. And then I'm like, ooh, that recipe, I got it done right. So having kids is just so that you don't need to be like practicing literally or something. Plus, didn't I tell you that I was in her presence once? And her kid's diaper needed to be changed. I'm like, I'm not gonna be like those grossness que cambian los pampers de la gente. Not even out of courtesy to give her a break. So you had that bastardo, take care of it yourself. But then I'm like, what is that so memorable to me? I mean, if he were in danger, obviously, I would change his diaper possibly for the sake of the kid. What else? 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 She tried to see how many men she could lure into her vagina that would have given me trust and got them for her kids because people are like, that's not Arlene. They made an event out of it. And people say, that's not Arlene. And they're like, just pretend that she's sitting on your face. Have her sit on your face. That's Arlene. So she wants to compare and say, how many trust did you acquire for your kids versus me? Huh? Ew, esa tipa es una puerca, una basura, no quiero decir nada. Se roba mi casa, se roba mi vehículo, se roba mi dinero. Gets in the way of me receiving money. Lloriqueando por un pene o vagina. Oh. Da un asco. Ew, 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 ew. Andrew was planning that I wouldn't even have kids of my own and I would be stuck taking care of these kids as if they were my own. So in 2020, I'm like, I can't head over to Puerto Rico or talk to anyone privately, my family of origin, because Yolanda's gonna be mocking her and be like, are those your kids, Arlene? Oh, the kids are crazy. What else? What else? What else? So they would have tried to create an unhealthy attachment onto me because I think I witnessed that happening to someone in my family of origin. Then people are like, why are you taking those kids to the playground? If your own kids are with their dogs, like you need to be present in your own kid's life. So to be present in your own kid's life, you can't replace them with other kids and occupy your time with these bastardos and bastardas in our family of origin that they have them for you to occupy your time with. And they're like, ew, she's with so-and-so's kids. Don't give her kids. She replaced them. She's like, no, I'm just like keeping current with kids' trends. Well, my kids aren't with me. And they're like, no, that's like a recipe. Some people don't cook ever. And then they see a recipe and they're like, ta-da, from the first try. I got it right. It's like riding a bike. Motherhood is like riding a bike. Motherhood is like riding a bike. Motherhood is like riding a bike. You won't forget about it. Stop hanging out with the kids of so and so and so and so. Que te lo están tirando encima. as if they're your own kids to mock you, that you replace your own kids with those kids with people that don't know anything about your life and they're collecting money illegally with a storyline. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. So are they stuck? They are the ones who are stuck in the toddler years of like, well, I experiment with all these people and they disgust me. They want to kill people. Instead of going on living their life and just choosing who they truly are compatible with, I've heard. Like I've never met a group of so pathetic people. What else? So Yolanda may be saying, oh, you have a safe, secure home. With my husband, your husband, whatever he sees you that way, pobrecito. I'm gonna solve this problem for them. So there's a reason why they steal my home, some of them. They're like, whatever. So far, she hasn't known how to home. I don't like that. I don't like my property being used as the lesson plan for people to understand how ridiculous they are. But that's why Serafin didn't give me money when I'm like, oh, are you like my backup stick that if I ever have all my money stolen or blow a horn big and so Macau, you can give me more and it's of my own money. It's like, no. You want to public shaming of those crooked husbands. What? Porque se le explicó que las chicas del clan no todas se visten iguales, se les presentan a veces so that they learn the different personalities of them. They don't all wear pants when singing, some wear skirts. And they seem to be happy, but they go on to find out which of the chicas del clan is mad at each other. Is there drama amongst them? And then they bring one to them. And they're like, pero es que esta no se lleva con las demás. So tú estás tratando de dar un ejemplo con alguien que no se lleva con las demás. And then, instead of just taking it at face value, stop jodiendo con la gente, stop harassing people, stop hurting yourself in the process. So if anything, this is a PSA and a public shaming of the people that I grew up around. That's why they don't do anything for my bottom line as in dollars. I'm like, I need dollars. She's like, I want the death penalty, or I want to push my limits to see how far I can go into life without getting the death penalty. That was decades ago. Because she's like, I want to know how far that Lorenzo last name can take me. Like if I had a knife right now, I would kill you, but that's how far it would take. And I'm not going to jail because it's self-defense. What else? What else? They worship one. Sometimes she's like, wow, I just saw her y yo me quedé en la casa de ella sin su permiso, le he robado el carro, el dinero, la panty nueva y ella está aquí en casa de papita diciéndome, ¿comiste? Fulana dijo, mira que trajo unos bizcochitos que la amiga ahora hace y envió samples y me dijo, asegúrate que Yolanda por lo menos los vean. And they're like, oh my God, necesita la carita de que no me mata in self-defense. Qué belleza es esta mujer. Oh my God, what did we raise here? Good thing that I don't live for that praise. Good thing that I don't live for that praise. It's like the one no chismosa, pero que se soy igual, yo no busco chisme, lo demás. Some of them are trying to find out how much they can get away with illegally with that last name Lorenzo or Acevedo. They're stupid. That's why the FBI doesn't kill them sometimes, or they won't put them in jail because they want to alter the mental state of people that are there for rehabilitation. And if they don't know that, they should. It's like college because this is juvie. But even juvie, it's like you're of age that some kids that age are already in college. You should learn that jail is to be taken as college education, meant to be yoga. You shouldn't want to be in jail. Ideally, you should rehabilitate yourself out of jail. So that's the praise that I get in my family of origin because I'm like the most, but without some of their supports, I couldn't do it. Like I don't go on into finding out about Yolanda's life porque some people consider her pivotal that she does network sometimes with the right people to motivate CEOs, not just as an illegal prostitute. What else? Decades ago, almost click world peace. And they didn't stop stealing from me. So just because you have the last name Lorenzo or Acevedo, they've been told means that you can get away with murder. No joke. People notice those things. They go on to say por ahí va, esa que viola, que roba, que mata. Uy, me dejaste pasar porque la luz cambió de momento and you let me. Some people hate themselves, so they're like, and then they're like, ugh, they're rapist. Y yo no encontraba luz apuesta y me dio paso. Y yo dije, qué asco. That is still alive. Porque si esa persona no estuviera viva, entonces yo no necesitaba a alguien que me diera paz. What? So there's videos of Efraín. Oh, y el otro también. It is hard to believe that both of them are here, right? Jorge, Richie, Alex, Bailey, Alice, and Matthew, Michael, 9 years younger. I'm like, what else? I'm bored right now. You can decapitate everyone that has raped me while drunk as long as they were an active participant. Some people, like Edgar and I, Alba raped me, and then Edgar had to rookie Katie and her get an abortion later, supposed. Is the kid out there? Others said I had an abortion, but they're possibly trying to do clickbait of like, oh, by the way, what happened to that baby? You got pregnant? Okay, also, like, what are the odds that he actually got her pregnant that day? Did Albert gauge her ovulating days and everything? Do they put them on birth control and pay attention? What else? So when she said I had an abortion, I thought maybe responsible, maybe not the right time. I didn't bring it up, like, so what happened to that baby? I didn't remember. I'm like, who is she? Why do I feel like I can kill her in self-defense? Who is she? And if she's a victim, she may have been scared. I want this psychic, you know what I mean? Or she may have agreed to a certain extent, but not to get pregnant and an abortion, and then later on be stalking me. Doesn't she have plans to live somewhere else? And they were in the door for days. That's why I roll my eyes at them. I'm like, I still lived a better life than you. You with my infinity that you stole from was like. That's why I don't talk to my homies about it. So he raped me while she was in the room. He was taking her out that night. So I wanted her to know that he skipped me, but there was a reason for it. And I wasn't fast enough to have baby that your ass if he can decide that for me. Like I still am impregnatable, but I'm not healthy enough to do that. And then there was that issue that girls that raped me in his presence, and but apparently traumatized over him. I don't blame him for it either. What else? He was so proud bringing me into a room where people were having whatever it's called. But that's just kind of calling them to the other. That's why I ignored them all. And I guess dad grabbed me off of him and started raping me, and someone took me away from him. And people had already warned him, you can't do that with her. She's way past her toddler exploration years. Just because she's a little girl doesn't mean that you can grab her. And now it's rape what you're doing. He did it twice in front of her. Like, oh, does it respect and like past toddler years, they usually decide for themselves, pero puede que no se respetan ellos mismos. Ni ella misma. They don't take that serious. They're like, whatever. Que child, whatever. What else? So he was so excited about raping me. He's like, you would have gone on a date with me and not thought about me as your second cousin if I had taken you away from papitas and mamitas' homes. No fucking kidding.
50 minutes you stay with keep that.
What else? But I did into illegal prostitutes and pretending that he's a casting director. They refuse to admit that polyamory exists just to not make their mom look like she's doing the right thing. They want to make her sound like a like that's dumbness right there. They try for their dad and their mom to look like a hoe. That's okay, thank you. What else? And now the table's clean. And just the basket there. Two little pen browsers. Thank you. We have the property modeling list. What else? I'm bored. I'm a sightseeing with Anyways, I'm heading over to Catholic Charities to see if there's good ones. I'm bored. Make sure there's a playground so he cries. Oh no, you'll be with me. We laughed that day. That's when they're like, that's when I hate you. Porque us males are like, oh, babies. And some of you females are like, ew, stop making plans with my ovaries without me being present. Ew. Ew. What else? What else? Who's about men and babies that they get excited about? What else? What else? I'm born. Also, did they get him pregnant with the peplum baby? Toss the baby somewhere in the Pacific Ocean and think that I'm gonna talk to them and say, by the way, tú y Fraile tuvieron 3 bebés. Nosotras los parimos por ti. To keep with the fantasy that you're a toddler and rape you in our heads. They're very much vocal about it. You can decapitate Arlene Lorenzo Acevedo. You can decapitate Marilyn Lorenzo Acevedo. You can decapitate Gabriel Lorenzo Acevedo. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. What else does he rape them? And then had a female they're getting pregnant. Be like, oh, they're out of touch with reality, so gross. Ew. They're embarrassing. I want to shop today. And I want a Lexus RC. I'm tagging the FBI this post. NATO, Interpol, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, the Justice Department in the United States, the International Criminal Court, maybe the U.S. Army, maybe the U.S. Marines. I'm seeking the death penalty for thousands of people. Porque does it Fraile have a mother that possibly gets in the way of my finances? I'm just taking a break. Porque men love it. Men. If you expose that they're being raped, they love it. They'll try to kill you in the process so that you can expose them out of shame. Some of them. Pero men love it if they're getting raped and one exposes that they're getting raped, hoping that the rape towards them stops. Because some people apparently have guns and are very aggressive. Those are beautiful. I love that mix of that purplish with that blue. That's so pretty. What the fuck is that flower? I can't remember. Why is this open? What else? 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 I'm bored. I am bored. That food was good. Also got a bit spicy. I don't promise. Sundays. And there's Bible study on this. And I have a baby. Maybe I'll stop. And if the flowers aren't moving, take a picture. What else? What else? What else? What else? Where's Mars and Nicholas? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. Who's gifting me money today? What time opens at 12? I felt today like I slept in and I woke up after 7-ish. What else? I need to clean my apartment. It's so gross. Oh, my family of origin, those illegal prostitutes specifically, my siblings, want to know my seduction tricks. So that's why they get in the way of me receiving money, and they somewhat put me in front of men that have been just like someone that I've smiled at. They're like, we want to see how she does this into bed, so I can get my trick of like a thong. Do I need that to counter her seduction towards him? Do I need to cook a dish and I never cook for a guy? But I'm like, I never cook for a guy, but for you, after what you did with Arlene, and have feelings for her, I guess I'll have to cook for you. Huh? Ew, they're disgusting. What else? 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 I'm bored. I'm bored. They thought that I'm gonna get them feedback of I saw Andrew at the library. Did he pick the color of the And I think I remember que fraile gente. They're not a part of my life ever. They're just stupid people. Even if we're related, I don't want them in my life ever. What else? I'm bored. When does this thing? What's right there? Getting my wristwatch ready. El hijo del que era muy honesto. You're stupid. The prima relationship is competing over cuál es más ramera que los illegal prostitutes. They're embarrassing. The sex lives always. Porque they always, for the most part, are trying to compete in illegal prostitution instead of being relatives. Son fruta y fruta. No entienden lo que es una orgía, no entienden lo que es matrimonio, no entienden lo que es dating. They think that that's an American thing just because they watch it most likely in a movie or sitcoms. Like a lot of sitcoms promote dating. It's just a sitcom. Ew, they're so gross. They think they need to be just as hot as a thermometer in Puerto Rico. What else? They're embarrassing. They're so gross. Yeah. They killed one of your sons. I think you know there. Well, they only prostitute themselves. They're disgusting. They're disgusting. Right on the beach. Look at yourselves already the fronts because she became an orphan at 6. And then it became the temporary videos. What else? It's not like I give up. What else? What else? What else? They think that she's making them live back with their depression. That's my answer. Depression is a terrorist. It's disgusting.
Approaching Guadalupe and Zamora.
A retaliation for not taking them all the dates folks. Oh my god. Dates are thank you. I got my money in my own bedroom at my parents' home. And then raped me. He thinks that because she didn't say no, that he was a welcome guest in my parents' home. After he would leave, my parents would call the call and say, document this. On today's date, he raped our king. Stole her money today and plans to give it to Carolina Chavez. That's what the police shouldn't even have to be bothered with that. He's a relative. You should respect. So he's like, ha ha ha, the FBI does nothing. The police does nothing. Él lo que quiere es que le estén poniendo cosas todo el tiempo a las manos porque he's a sex addict, he's a porn addict. He's stupid. What is stupid? It is stupid. What? You can decapitate a mental offense. That rape is somebody that I can It's May 29th, 2025. Oh, there it is. Getting my bus pass ready.
What we are doing, I guess, if you want to come along with me, yeah. I mean, I don't know what you have plans. Because you're not telling me nothing. So you can go with whatever. Okay.
If I have anything to do with it, never do.
Huh?
If I have anything to do, I'll let you know, but I never do.
More, but I mean, you went to the doctor before, and I mean, you should go to these. I said you gotta get something for Robert, or you gotta get something for your mom, or something like that. But I don't think they get it.
Help us keep you on time by having your hair ready.
So they talked to Andrew and they say, when do we get to make her look like a drug addict then so we don't go to jail? You think that the FBI is dumb? That their sexiness opaca el trabajo que hacer es bebé. They're the unsexiest people ever. That's why they kill me. Because not only I reject them, I make it very much vocal that they're very disgusting. And I want to bring a blanket here to read a book. Why 10 possible? What else?
When you get on the bus, you what?
It's like a good area to lay up and read. I want to shop at Victoria's Secret today. It's the website up. Also available really.
Almost $5 for chicken. Countless. That's what they buy it. And some of them like $3. Like $10. I saw a guy in the truck get like 6 or 7. He said, but yeah, it's capped down.
There's one shoot too.
We got no way to bring it this home.
Unless they drug me in the meat.
Approaching Zarzamora and Sralvo.
Right now. Over at the food lot, park, we grab that, sell it.
Oh, I look confused that it's called Nieves and not helado or manteca. And I was thinking that like, why not have it? What else? It's a fun outing at one place there. Who's gifting tonight? Sorry. Took Chuka for myself, so what else is gifting me? Ooh, how does that taste on the grill? Boiled-ish. Or completely boiled, but not falling apart. With a smoky flavor. I think I have something similar at those places that sell Bojack Roll. Sometimes the Juba is so in close proximity that it tastes smoky. What else? That's a nice bag. What else? And more. I shop at Dollar Tree, need a new pen. What else? I'm taking the death penalty for everyone who steals my money. Everyone that gets in the way of me receiving money. Everyone that steals my vehicles. Everyone that breaks in my homes without my permission. Everyone that gets in the way of dating and only living with me again. What else? I'm bored. I'm bored. Am I heading over to what's on Viber? Or stay out? Possibly heading over to what's on Viber. Because we will take open for another 20 minutes. What else? You can decapitate and have your status of assistance. They're making me this stealing money to get in the way of me. They're trying for me to kill myself. Or me getting free food. This should be like a 1 day to emergency thing. It's a feel love when that happens. What else? I'm hung down to dresses for a while for the reason I noticed that. So did I record that? I sent you market that lady with the blue and purple dress and the A sections. There's a patient here.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi. 6/19/1980. Thank you. What else? What else? What else? Okay, so usually this, if one isn't a victim of hate crime, it's like an occasional thing. I was in the area, I got myself food, or I forgot my wallet, or cash app was down for a second, or the US said it's unavailable at the moment, like that 1 minute that one may need it, one can't transfer money. So those stresses shouldn't happen. One should always have enough money in one's bank account for it to go through. What else? What else? What else? So, not like every day for 5 years now already. Like myself. They're trying to raise me Catholic, like with punishment. Because my parents supposedly were married Catholic. For the commitment of I'm gonna help to raise these babies and not flee away. And they possibly thought like it's a beautiful ceremony, why not? Those people that I grew up around are metiches. They meddled in my parents' marriage. Ew. They're idiots. After wealth that doesn't belong to them, they're embarrassing. Ew, ew, ew. Anyways, my phone might turn off soon. What else? Where's the display brightness? I may give you anything just about how many teachers those people are. Or I will get you your money to you years after I die. So they may have to through a lawyer. Or maybe like when both my dad and her died. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So she may have it set up with the lawyer that he'll need to contact me. Or she will need to contact me in a few years. So that those people that I grew up around are some teacher trying to find out how much she left me. They're stupid. They don't understand boundaries. They're so gross. These are people my age too. They're embarrassing and they keep recruiting people. You can decapitate Angela Jobs. Esa tipa una puerca, mi teacher. Ew. She's embarrassing too. Ew, so gross. Ew, ew, ew. Albert promised her one red carpet event if she hates on me. And they're like, oh my god, he's so gorgeous. So they kill for that moment. Yeah, so they go puerco. You can come to them. I mean, sweaters, sons that rape me, that steal my money, that get a lawyer, steal money. They steal my home, they steal my vehicles in retaliation for me not having sex with them, and then go on recruiting people to hate on me and get in the way of receiving money for them to try to continue to rape me. They're stupid. They're stupid. So gross. Ew. My dad doesn't treat me with that level of disrespect. So good girls like me are like, you're nothing like my dad. That one's good for me. And even taught you how to respect me. And you refuse to learn. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? A ellos no se le para el pene, quizá entonces they need the excitement of theft or bullying people, so that one is seeking free food for them to feel themselves better, and then their penis is getting up, is what people say. Usually that's why they create so much hype of killing, murdering, raping, and stealing, because they're erectile dysfunction. What else? What else? What else? Anyways, what else? That's why I don't like screaming at him. That I find this very much pointless at the expense of my health decline. But they warned me that because of but they don't stop stealing. But I'm like, I don't want to steal. It's like, I mean, I think I haven't been. I think he has. He said he hasn't been. So, see me cry, but does he cry? Yeah. Not on money, but he can't let me go for more than a day. Or his immunity will be. So some people are like, oh, I wish someone would give her down, you know, that day. And he would have been forced to give her money, right? And I'm thinking, like, what can I achieve for myself? You know, okay, he could have been like, whatever. But if he's like on his way to a trip, unbeknownst to him, he could be traveling, is what I'm thinking. On that day that I'm like, Starbucks, can I get free today? Straight to the specifics that I asked for: the right sandwich, the right coffee, and then a latte, a cup of water too, and the sandwich that I wanted. At the end of the day, there's stuff, not specifically, some of the sandwiches on the pastry. Does not bother the people that still probably say, Jesus, that's our pastry. At the end of the day, if you want to have a cake, it would have been tough. Maybe not a brownie, but based on her video.
Approaching Zarzamora between Potosi and Laredo.
That lemon cake. Something with the pastry. Established. And those expired too. At one point. What else? What else? They stopped, don't they? Yeah. And I never think we're talking about them, just too far into the base. What? So basically I did just once or twice. So I'm gonna make it to my home, and if you accept, I'm gonna tell you later today. I wanna have to talk when I get to. I wrote about having a panic attack and heading over that time. The doctor on base gave me ibuprofen. Is that code for just complain? Just don't. Are they in the know? Sometimes I've heard in our own Facebook like I'm having a panic attack, and the doctor prescribed me ibuprofen. That's code for that. I've heard of. You're a victim of some.
Oh yeah, this is the video.
Because some of my relatives also went through that. So my family over thought we would never see the centuries.
Oh, okay.
So they make screenshots and there's an enemy in the almost like the baby's body. Or the baby's not when her first that headache. That isn't a heart attack, and she's like, I'm not taking this. So she's very good at
Right?
what else? It was unavailable sources that I invited into my home, but it was too gauge How do I know I won't be able to kill it? The excitement was killing my heart. Not quite because it was just a panic attack. It's like, girl, you're just having a panic attack. This is why I went to medicine. Possibly is what they want to say. This is why I wanted to medicine. I'm in the military, but I went to medicine.
Approaching Zarzamora and Guadalupe.
What else? 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 Anyways, it felt like 5 minutes of my life, so I'm not gonna make it like a whole continuous episode over with. Years and years and years, because what they do to strain one's brain to the point of mental exhaustion that one forgets one thing. They're like, okay, pues cuéntala esta, o cuéntala este. And they keep bringing a new person. And some people think that those are people that mean good for them. They just keep recruiting people to hate on one. They're like, cuéntale esta, oh, you went to the hospital. That's so funny, right? You went to the hospital over a good time. And it was because she's like, I'm ready to go. I don't know why. I can't remember who was standing around. I never think about hamsters. They're disgusting. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Am I getting a yoga YouTube video? Before then, I'm leaving my apartment tomorrow, guys. I'm feeling like well, you all laugh at the people that I grew up around on credit for my topic. As if I'm putting myself out there and then I'm after they're hoping that someone will jerk me, which the odds of that happening are very high. They're hoping that someone will jerk me and then rape me with them. That's the feeler that they're disgusting. They don't understand orgies. They don't understand respect. They're an embarrassment to society. My country, it's not 1%. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, I want to shout at that for you. Thank you. What else? It's like on that one. If I take 75. Who's giving money? Who's giving money? What else? What else? What else? What else? A shop today. If I can make it to Catholic charities during their working hours, I can make it to the Lexus dealership to get me a car. It's the same process. If I can make it to Guadalupe Ventures during their hours of operation to that victory, I can make it to get a home for myself, didn't get home somewhere. Those people that I know around, the over. Ew. And more.
She says she's been moping around the house and all sad.
What else? I miss getting gas at a gas station. particularly new. Or that one on 16 or near block. Is there a gas station? Yeah. What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm bored.